I'm Corwin, and I probably talk about hockey sticks and tape jobs a little too much on these segments, but I just could not resist this opportunity. Because every time the Leafs play the Oilers, it's always McDavid versus Matthews. They're both great, but very different players. But for me, I've always found one of their differences especially fascinating, and that's how they approach their hockey sticks. Auston Matthews is known as a bit of a tape job perfectionist, whereas Connor McDavid could be known as more of a tape job monster. And I don't mean how their tape jobs start, because they both start with pretty standard, pretty clean tape jobs. It's more about how their tape jobs look by the end of the game. And I don't view one as better than the other. I just think it's so interesting to see two players at the top of the game with such different outlooks on this. So let's go back to Matthews, for example. Mike Johnson and Gord Miller just last week pointed out how specific he was of some stuff, because he basically tried black tape out for pretty much half a period and was immediately like, no, don't like it, I'm switching back mid-game. And he's a guy that his tape job always looks so clean. He's clearly taping it in between periods, or probably even, like this, sometimes on the bench. Even last year, I did a whole segment on how Matthews had actually taken like a sliver off of his tape job because he thought it felt better with the injury he was dealing with. I don't even know how you notice something that small. And McDavid once scored with this. And you might say, oh, well, that happened in the middle of play. No, he used this tape job for the goal and then the rest of the game after that while they were trying to catch up and score. And it's not just me pointing this out. Over the years, several people have tweeted about how rare it is to see a guy at this level have such a haggard tape job on the bench. Like, this thing looks like the tape job that's on the road hockey stick that's been in your garage for 20 years. Don't take my word for it. Even his teammate Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has spoken about it a bit.
He's just not too worried about that stuff. Like, something that bugs me is if my tape job is like all messed up, like has a hole or is coming off or something, but Connor will, like, there'll be like a piece of tape missing like this, and he just won't care. He won't tape it after the period, and then he'll go and score it.
Now, I know it kind of sounds like I might be poking fun at McDavid's tape job here, but I actually love it. Like, how many guys have you seen hit 60 for the first time with a tape job that looks like this? I hope he framed that stick after, tape job and all, because I just love that McDavid could probably use the same tape job for 82 games in a season and still end up with the most points in the league. So, if anyone's ever making fun of you for needing to retape your stick, just know there's more than one way to the top.
Terrific. Nobody knows more about tape jobs than Corwin. It's his life thesis, and it's spectacular. And there's McDavid and his whatever I feel like tonight tape job.